Hey MechWarrior, welcome back to Double Plays MechWarrior 5. Here we are in Sarna Part 4. The good Captain Danu is giving us our mission parameters, and I'm going to say pause and finish reading it because I'm getting ready to roll it down. And there's the rest of it. Read it at your own speed. So there's a warship, and we're going to go find our other allies and see if we can join them together and do some stuff. This is 75-310. We're going to stick with the cash as much as we can. Salvage when we have to. 44 days between, plenty of time to repair, make minor alterations and changes. And I got 15 more tons, so at this point I am going to drop the dragon and go with something somewhat upsized. Oh, I got to get rid of that Jenner. And a little bit more upsize would be... How about if we get him out of the Orion and put him into Pretty Baby, where he's got experience at least, if not mastered. And Tanaka, whatever's next best up the line. Maybe the Orion. Average is good. Mastered on the Marauder, but yeah, the Marauder's that slow boy at 56. I don't know how I quite did that. I don't know why, how or why. It must have been I'll get back to you later. We'll do that. I'd rather be over tonnaged than disadvantaged. Look at that, I got 3 hero mechs. I would have had 4 if I left her in the dragon. Let's drop.
The ruins of the derelict warship are straight ahead, Commander. The Crater Cobras and the Screaming Eagles have taken refuge in its interior. If we want to have any chance of getting out of this mess alive, we're going to need their help. Let's hope they aren't in as dire straits as we are.
And because it's been 2 years and or several episodes, the Screaming Eagles and the Crater Cobras are the ones that we were playing with in the war games for Kestrel 1 and 2, way back when. In fact,
Amazing.
No.
I never thought I would ever see one of the ancient warships. These things used to be at the top of the food chain when it came to the supreme military
Jump
power
ships.
of the Stars.
Warships, I'm sorry.
Massive spacecraft
Warships.
that acted as jump ships, armed to the teeth with naval weapons and assault dropships.
And were often used to rain death across entire systems with nuclear fire and chemical strikes. Untold billions died at the hands of these monsters. It's not surprising that they were the first things to be targeted and destroyed in the early succession wars.
If I could just get my lance to follow me instead of going all the way around that little outcropping I easily stepped over. Before I kick that off, we're going to go ahead and let my lance catch up. Pretty graphics, isn't it? Really loving my NVIDIA 4070 Ti.
Those mechs, they're broadcasting Federated Suns IFF. You out there, identify yourselves.
We are an independent detachment of the 2nd Crucis Lancers on special assignment. We're here to help.
Rihanna Campbell? Is that you? I thought you were with that Merc outfit from the Galahad War Games. What are you doing broadcasting Davian military IFFs?
That's a long story
King
for another
Grab.
time. For now, we're hoping to help each other out of this mess.
That's highly optimistic of you. We dug into this position to defend ourselves from an incoming advance from the 3rd Mechwarriors Armored Cavalry. They've been probing our defenses for the past week after we repelled an all-out assault from them at Graves Hallow. If you want to help, join us, and let's push these bastards back. Keep us in good enough shape, and we might just live to see tomorrow. Colonel Westrick, enemy scouts just crossed the outer perimeter.
Can't
They're
quite
here.
see him.
Well, okay then. Let's get to work. Rihanna,
It's
Commander,
arm on the
we'll
upper
appreciate the
cursor
assist
and
here. Keep
torso
our
on the
mercs in
lower.
fighting shape. We won't be any good to you dead.
That matches the class of beetle we're after. Take it out.
This is Hacksaw.
Yeah, I can't win. Rather knock out these guys. Much more fun.
Enemy mech down.
Satisfying.
Reserve forces from the Karens appear to be crossing the perimeter. Things are going to heat up quickly here.
Understood.
hot enough?
We should be able to pull through if we can keep our forces in the fight.
We'll do our best, Colonel.
Next. Now one of them scratched my paint.
New target, Spider.
Commander's target received.
This is where your allies get in the way more than they help. They really do.
Target acquired. New target, fire started. Target destroyed.
Oh, Mr. Dragon, let me out.
New target, vindicated.
Can't believe you survived to do that.
Target destroyed.
That kills reactor's about to go.
Dynasty unit has gone critical. Repeat, critical.
That beetle is on our list of targets.
Any more?
Let's make our quarter.
Yeah, I play a pretty much in-your-face style.
New target, Orion.
Target received.
Getting bigger and bigger as we go.
This is Hacksaw. Oh boy. I love this job.
It's got its perks.
Target destroyed.
Who gives the commander's target? One more mech out of this fight.
Acquired.
I'm getting critical
Target
I need to
destroyed.
eject.
Right on cue. Beetle on approach. Target down.
Yep, missed my step. Can get stuck here. I have before, but not in the latest, last couple DLC updates and all that stuff, and repairs and fixes. But I've been stuck in that little pit right there.
On your tail, Commander.
That's helpful. arm's dinged up. I think there's 2 more lances still. 16 to 24. Yep, that's exactly 2 more lances in. Plus there's VTOLs included. Assault, 2 heavies, and a medium. That actually is what exactly a assault lance is called, or a heavy.
Dynasty unit, take out all mercenary forces.
New target, Centurion.
You're dead. You just don't know it yet.
This is Axoff. Target eliminated.
The last of the rear guard are moving in to engage.
I'm
God,
stuck.
these bastards just don't give up. Crater Cobras, stay strong. We've
Yeah, can't
almost
move.
got
There we
them.
go. Still got another lance outside here.
Target destroyed. Target
Where at,
acquired.
lance? Yep. So the VTOLs are not counted apparently. It's okay, the more the merrier.
New target, Shadowhawk.
Focusing our fire on target.
I thought there was another rim back out here. Go ahead and kill these guys real quick.
Target acquired.
Axoff here. Reporting a new pile of rubble.
Your turn.
Target destroyed.
I think he fell
Target
apart.
acquired.
All remaining Macaron's forces appear to be withdrawing. For now, our forces are in the clear.
Gotta work that zoom
You
button
have
more
our
often
thanks,
for the
Commander.
cockpit
But
shot.
without us being able to transmit off system, I'm very skeptical about our overall chances at survival. A very strong ECM field is preventing us from contacting anyone at the system's jump point. We have a long shot plan to try to get a message off-world. With your help, we might just be
Why
able
am I
to do
stuck
it.
in the mud?
Come by our command center and I'll share the details with you.
The details, of course, are to send me out on a raid that kills all the UCM. I gotta do the company rep mod so I can get over 15. See, that was what's known as a lot of mechs. And I think I'll take that because I'm not going to be. Oh, no, I could get a little cash deposit. In which case, that's the better deal than that. Nope. Oh, it's a 6-year. I was looking at the 2, thinking I could get it for that. Well then, that's still good money, and I'll take that for eventual trade-in, upgrade, whatever. Yeah, I did some killing. I'm sorry. I destroyed some mechs. There's no killing in this game. That's what I tell my grandson. Mila Serena. Not a walk in the park, so I'm going to keep her around for Rise of Rasselhag. Continue mission says. Yeah, I got that. Got that at least. And what about that? 2 out of 3, really? Wait a minute. Did I do that wrong? Actually, I must have, obviously. difficulty, obviously. New? Nothing new. Okay. Sarna, Part 5. You know the deal. Pause and read the screen. We're going to go a quick raid and take out a bunch of ECM stuff. Pause and read, folks. I'm moving on. 320. Now, Part 5, or between Part 5 and Part 6, there is a very, very short, if at all, I can't remember quite, repair. And Part 6 is a 350 tonner. So, whatever I take on this, I'm going to have to assume I will not be able to take on Part 6, and that is a slugfest in the city. In fact, the video that played at the beginning of this, the very first mega city that they were showing, that's where the battle takes place. So, got to be a little bit careful here. I want mechs that can move fast and get out of their own way, so to speak. 50 days, so this is easy. I can repair everything here. And one thing I know for sure is the Pretty Baby stays in. The Highlander stays in because it's the fastest assault mech I should take. Or I could take the Orion. So, the 320 tons is hard to make up with a bunch of heavies. And frankly, I could take this mech this lance right here and be well fitted for it. And I think that's what I'm going to do. If all else fails, I just take a couple atlases and bang the crap out of people. To be clear, in the next mission, a couple atlases to Zeus.
The Crater
Something
Cobras
else.
have provided us with the location of a series of powerful ECM arrays that have been disrupting long-range comms across the entire Sarna system. If we destroy enough arrays within the region, we should be able to pierce the localized disruption field and get a message out to the system's jump point. We need to destroy these ECM arrays in order to have any hope of getting a message off-world. If we don't succeed, well, we'll all most likely die here, Commander.
Oh, lovely. No pressure at all for the likes of us, eh?
He's
I know
sitting
it's
on a
hard to hear,
dropship
but
somewhere.
it's the simple truth. While we've had our successes, Mechwarriors armored cavalry still has 4 full regiments of troops on Sarna. It's a simple numbers game. The reality is, we don't have enough forces to come out ahead. Even with the Crater Cobras and Screaming Eagles, we need reinforcements. And with the system's HPG down, the only way that we can ever hope of getting them is if we get a message back to Davion Command through a ferried message by jump ship. Bringing down these ECM arrays is our only chance at doing that.
Let's get some
I'm
high
not
ground so I
exaggerating
can
when I
see
say
this
that
one.
this time, all our
That's
lives
not
are
working.
depending on this. So good luck, Commander.
I try to stay quiet when they're talking, but sometimes they talk too much.
Negative on that target order.
Still gotta run there. But I want this one now because I'm already here. See, the ECM's mountain.
Target destroyed.
Of course it was. I shot at it.
Target acquired.
Everything but what I need to kill.
Add one more to my kill count.
Boy. Back to this one.
That was a transmission on the AFFC's command line. The first one since we've arrived at Sarna. I can't make out anything in it, but destroying the other ECM towers might allow us
Funny,
to
I
hear
hit it on the
broadcast.
first shot. No, I
Keep
can't.
it up,
There we go.
Commander.
Roger. Our troops have broken through the mercenary lines. We'll be in position to encircle them in a matter of hours.
Damn it! Commander, the ECM disruption is weakening, but but Mechwarrior is encircling our forces while you're attacking the ECM installations. We don't have the numbers to fight through them. We need those towers destroyed so we can find a gap in their lines. We fought too long and too hard for this to be our end.
Listen, we're beyond help. The Federated Sons. We've reached Sarna's after.
The message is getting clearer, but we still can't make out any discernible information. We need to destroy those remaining ECM towers.
Commander, our tactical projections are not good. The only way we can break through Mechwarrion's forces is if we abandon our wounded. That is not something I'm willing to do.
Target acquired.
Actually, we're
Preparing
kicking
to make
butt.
our
That's
last
okay.
stand. Finish the mission, Commander.
They're not.
Then get as far away from us as possible. Regroup with Captain Damu. Get a message back to Davian Command. Survive.
Colonel Westrake, I'm sorry we couldn't do more.
It's
If only
okay.
they'd quit talking.
It's the part of the job that all of us mercenaries must accept at some point. Today, it's just my time.
This is Hacksaw. Target eliminated.
How about that one instead?
Hacksaw here. Oh boy.
Little tiny ECM towers are hard to hit and you can't see it. How about we zoom in? That worked.
Target destroyed. Target,
Enemy destroyed.
target destroyed.
Right on. Got to get used to these final missions. They just talk the whole time. And the worst part about that is you can't hear if your orders were received or not. Is that an oil pit? Weird.
Near target cataphractic.
Jump out and hit me right away.
Shared
Use that
target
mark you for
identified.
death, buddy.
Target acquired. Near target blackjack. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Around the corner. Two of them apparently.
Target destroyed.
Stumpy, stumpy, stumpy. Next.
Near target Orion. Incoming missile.
Copy. The commander's target is our target.
Target
See, it's a little bit
destroyed.
hazy, but
Target acquired.
there, in the head.
Target destroyed.
Hacksaw here. Target eliminated.
Just try not to get slowed down with by buildings. Took that one for granted.
Of the Davion Heavy Guards calling all surviving forces of the Federated Sons. We have breached Sarna's atmosphere and are available to reinforce on your position. Is anyone out there? Please respond. Again, this is Arden Sortek.
Howdy, this is
Colonel
Opa.
Sortek, this is Colonel Richard Westrick with the Crater
Oh.
Cobras.
That's not what he
My God,
meant.
is it good to hear your voice. The Crater Cobras and the Screaming Eagles are pinned down 50 clicks east of the city of Catatonia along the coast. We estimate that the Big Mac will have us completely surrounded in 3 hours. Transmitting exact coordinates now.
Coordinates received. We're preparing an orbital mech drop to reinforce your position. Hold fast, Colonel. Help is here.
This is Captain Alana Damu with the survivors of the 5th Certist Fusiliers.
Good
We don't
voice
have much
actor.
left, but we are moving to assist. ETA 2 hours.
Looks like our salvation is here, Commander. I've marked a new exfil site on your map. Let's get out of here and join the others.
Could really hear the stress in Lana Damu's voice. As they were saying, the next drop will be urgent. You will not be able to repair, and probably not be able. We'll see. I don't think you can use any of these mechs again. If anything, these 2 episodes will help somebody who is starting and playing just the DLC to see what the missions look like and take it from there. It's a good payout for 9, 7, and 2. I can do math sometimes. Shame everybody came out of that mission relatively unscathed. But, gotta move along. I'll go ahead and repair them all. Mission! Very short. Get in there and kill everybody. Really all it is. Stop them. Get it done. 8350. Here we go. Give me the money. Well, not much of it anyway. Nobody's gonna be done. It's okay. I've got more. What I'm not gonna do is change pilots. What you should do is change pilots too. Especially if they're wounded at all. Fatigue, they're a little less effective. But they're already pretty darn effective, aren't they? Let me see what I'm gonna do for... If I take 3 of them, I can't really... I can't see that. 3 atlases that was, sorry, should have been clear. I could do that. I'm not sure that the dragon really should be in this one, but I've got the weight down for it, I think. Yeah. So let me go back up here and get rid of these guys. They don't belong in there. Couple I've already repaired by not paying attention. Just to be clear, how many days did I have? None. Yeah, mission start now. Let's go do it. I just don't have another one I want to put in there other than that. This is a chance. I mean, Stalker 4 bangs its drum pretty loud. So we'll see what we can do.
This is it, everyone. Colonel Sortek is on the verge of making planetfall and is en route to our position. Mechwarriors knows that if we successfully relink with the Davian heavy guards, they're done for. So, they're gonna throw everything they have at us trying to put us in the ground before Colonel Sortek's reinforcements arrive. We've spent the past 6 months in hell, cowering and sulking in the shadow of those bastards, trying to survive against unprecedented circumstances. No dropship support, no air support, no way of communicating with the jump point. Hell, we even made it by with no HPG, completely blind to the rest of the inner sphere.
Ran out of Timbuktu Dark.
today, finally, we can stand tall against these compelling bastards. Today is a day of retribution. Today we are finally taking the fight to them.
Fusiliers,
You're welcome.
I'm not one for speeches as eloquent as our mercenary friends. We have been struggling to survive since the Grey River ran red with the blood of our fallen brothers and sisters. Just remember, they're still here. They're watching over us. And today, God willing, we will avenge their deaths. For New Certus, for House Hasek.
We have contacts. Dead ahead. All forces fire at will. Stay in cover and support one another. Don't let them spill one more ounce of Cobra's blood today.
Commander,
For lots of money.
Colonel Westrick is right about one thing.
Not really.
The Mechwarriors' forces will be relentless. There's no telling when the Davion heavy guards will make it to the field. So we need to support one another if we're going to make it out of this alive. Tread carefully, Commander.
They will make it to the field in about 18 mechs.
Incoming missile.
Somebody shot me in the face already.
6 months. McCarran and his cronies have taken 6 months and hundreds of our brothers and sisters' lives with them. Fusiliers, make them pay!
It really is just a slugfest at first until you pin them
Right, Commander, target is going crazy.
out. So I thin them out.
System offline.
Oops.
New target
It just
calibrated.
thinned me out.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Enemy mech down.
I wasn't keeping count.
Can't target that, Commander.
Why the heck not?
We're on it, Commander.
See, she's more friendly.
Incoming missile.
If they literally stack themselves up and come one by one through a narrow gap.
Commander's target is now priority.
I could play it different and get all tactical and stuff.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Group target acknowledged.
Forces of the Federated Suns, my Davion heavy guards have just touched down. Our rushed mech drums scattered us across a wide area. We are reforming our lances and about to move on your position now. ETA 2 minutes. Hold out just a little longer.
2 minutes. Okay. Mark that time.
Incoming
It
missile.
was at 33:30. End of the minute.
Good kill, Commander. That mech is about to go critical. Enemy mech eliminated. Headshot nailed that
Yeah.
cockpit. Tango down.
Critical. System offline.
That was worth it. And it's only been 1 minute. Tried about 7 mechs in 1 minute.
To all forces of the Federated Suns, we have cleared the field.
Yep, right at
Sarna
2 minutes.
is ours.
How do you know that?
Commander, I just want to say thank you.
Get out the
If
way.
you hadn't come to help us all those months ago, I have no doubt in my mind that we would have died like the rest of our brothers and sisters in the fish.
Disappearing mechs.
We'll never forget what
That's
you
why I
did
don't
for
get them
us.
for salvage. Somebody stole them.
Likewise,
Sandworms.
Captain. Without you, we would never have been able to complete our mission for the Kestrel Lancers.
I'm gonna admit,
Now let's all
my
go
Atlas
back
is a
in
little
with
bit
heavy
beat up,
guards and
but
finally get some R&R.
Notice the
It's been
back
one
armor
hell of a
hasn't been
campaign.
touched. Face
Forces of
forward to the
Federated
enemy.
Sons, the Davion Heavy Guards are here to assist. It's time to take the fight to McCarran's armored cavalry.
That's our cue, Commander. One last push, and then it's over. Let's finish this.
Rihanna, you're a little bit behind times. A little bit charred. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Look for fun and profit, of course. It gives me the most at 15. This says I have 4 of those, and I remember I had a Cantina mission that I did not take, thinking I didn't have them, and yet I did. So I killed 10, they killed combined 5, and he killed none, and took no damage. So exactly why did I bring an RS on this mission? I have no clue. Yeah. Slacker. I mean, both of my other guys were in the teens. Large laser, autocannon 5. Good. Ooh, nice. And a couple of them. 10 of them. Now we're talking. Now I can get ready for Rise of Rasselhague with no real problem. Speaking of which, that's in 35. I got 6 years to burn. And 115 million. Pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. Let's zip off to Masterson and count the spoils. An extra 300k. Ooh, another one of them. And ammo to go with it. Which is rare, like it says, it's lost tech. That's going to really help us out. And I'm going to come back in the next episode and we'll talk about how, why, where, and where we're going to go from here to get to the Rise of Rasselhague and the Call of Arms, DLC 3 and 4. And have a lot of fun playing around because that's what we got. So we got 6 years of free time, 5 years of free time to get ready for a very complex, and if you start it from scratch, a very difficult DLC. Starting it from here, more of a walkover, which makes it come back and watch it and you'll understand what you're going to be going through going forward. We'll see you then. Hope is out.